Hello students. In the last lecture, we have seen Bresenev's line generation algorithm for slope less than 1, and there we have derived the decision parameters for various conditions. Okay. Today or in this video we'll compare the decision parameters for slope less than 1 and for slope greater than 1. Okay, so in last lecture we have derived for slope less than 1. So as I explained in the previous lecture that Bresenev works by taking the decision between d1 and d2. It compares the value of d1 and d2. So d1 minus d2 is less than 0, or decision parameter pi is less than 0, then x and y values are calculated, and if pi is greater than 0, then x and y values are calculated. Okay, so this is a logic, or this is a summary of slope less than 1, and this is a summary for slope greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so here also this is a line which is having slope greater than 1. So since the slope of a line is greater than 1, that means this line will pass to the left of this diagonal point. Okay, so the distance of this intersection point L and this point is d1, and distance of this intersection point with this point is d2, and we compare d1 and d2. So if d1 is less than d2, that means the next pixel will be this pixel, that is xi and yi plus 1, and if d1 minus d2 is greater than 0, that means d1 is greater than d2. So in that case this line is passing more closer to this pixel, so we'll select this as a next pixel, and the coordinate of this pixel is xi plus 1 and yi plus 1. Okay, so we'll compare the logic, Bresenev logic for slope less than 1 and for slope greater than or equal to 1. So in slope less than 1, we have derived the start point decision parameter, okay, as 2 dy minus dx. If pi is less than 0, then xi plus 1 is equal to xi plus 1 and yi plus 1 is equal to yi. Now here we have seen that this is a slope less than 1. That means the value of x is changing very fast as compared to value of y. So here in if and else condition, the value of x is incremented by 1. Okay, in both the cases the value of x is incremented by 1, whereas the value of y is not incremented, it will remain same in p less than 1 condition, and it is incremented by 1 in p greater than 0 condition. Okay, this is the next decision parameter, pi plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 dy, and this is the decision parameter for pi plus 1, for I plus 1 pixel. It says pi plus 2 dy minus 2 dx. Okay, so this is the start point decision parameter, this is the incremental values of x and y, this is the decision parameter for pi less than 0 condition, this is the incremental values for pi greater than or equal to 0 condition, and this is the decision parameter for next pixel in case of pi greater than or equal to 0 condition. Now this is for m greater than or equal to 1. Okay, when the slope of the line is greater than or equal to 1. So this is a decision parameter 2 dx minus dy. So if pi is less than 0, that means d1 is less than d2. In that case xi plus 1 is equal to xi, yi plus 1 is equal to yi plus 1, and the decision parameter for next pixel for this condition is pi plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 dx. For pi greater than or equal to 0, xi plus 1 is equal to xi plus 1, yi plus 1 is equal to yi plus 1, and this is a decision parameter for next pixel in case of pi greater than or equal to 0, which says pi plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 dx minus 2 dy. Now here two things are very important. First, since the slope of the line is greater than 1, that means value of y is changing very fast as compared to value of x. That is why we have incremented the value of y by 1 in both the cases, whereas for p less than 1 the x is not incrementing, and for p greater than or equal to 0 it is incrementing by 1. Okay. The second thing, if you compare this logic for Bresenham logic for m greater than or equal to 1, then it is very similar to m less than 1. The only thing is that replace dx by dy here. For example, the start point decision parameter for m less than 1 says 2 dy minus dx, whereas for m greater than 1 it says 2 dx minus dy. So replace dy by dx in case of m greater than 1 and replace dx by dy in case of m greater than 1. So if you remember this logic m less than 1, you can easily find out the decision parameters for m greater than 1. So ps is equal to 2 dy minus dx, it is 2 dx minus dy. Similarly for p less than 1, the y remain unchanged, whereas for here pi less than 0, x remains unchanged. Here x and both the x for both the condition, if and else condition, it is incremented by 1, whereas here in both if and else condition value of y is incremented by 1. For slope less than 1, y is not changing for pi less than 0. Here x is not changing for pi less than 0. Y is incremented by 1 for pi greater than 0. Here also x is incremented by 1 for pi greater than 0. Now if you see the decision parameter for pi less than 0 in case of slope less than 1 and decision parameter for the next pixel for pi less than 0 condition in case of m greater than 1. So it is pi plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 dy and it is pi plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 dx. So dy is replaced by dx here. Similarly, if you see pi plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 dy minus 2 dx, then it says pi plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 dx. So dy is replaced by dx minus 2 dx. Here 2 dy. So dx is replaced by dy. So simply replace the dy by dx in this case and dx by dy in this case. Okay. So this is the logic of Bresenham's line generation algorithm. Okay. Now we have written the logic in the form of algorithm. Okay, so we'll see the Bresenham's line generation algorithm for any slope. Now this algorithm is taking care of slope less than 1 as well as for slope greater than 1. So we'll see the algorithm. The first step is declaration of variables. We have declared the variables here. Now here you can see all the variables in Bresenham's line generation algorithms are integer. There is no float value, no fraction values, all are integers. Okay, so xa, ya, xb, yb, these are the start point and end point coordinates. Dx and dy, it is a difference of x and difference of y coordinate. X and y variable is to store the current value of x and y. P is a decision parameter. Sin x and sin y. Now this sin x and sin y is used for sign changing variables. Okay. The slope can be positive, slope can be negative. Okay, so to take care of positive slope as well as negative slope, this sin x and sin y variables are added here. You just have to multiply all the dx by sin x and multiply all the dy by sin y in the formula that we have derived. Okay, I is a loop counter, so loop is required, so it is a loop counter. Now step 2 is initialization. So we require start point and end point coordinates from the user, so we call the start point and end point coordinate. Then step 3 is calculation. So before plotting pixel, we keep ready the value of dx and dy. So dx is calculated as xp minus xa and dy is calculated as yb minus ya. Okay. Step 4 is plotting pixels. Now we actually start plotting pixels. Now before plotting pixels, we need to assign the value of sin x and sin y. So if dx is greater than 0, that means if the value of dx is positive, then the value of sin x will be plus 1. Else the value of sin x is minus 1. So if dx is positive, then sin x is positive, and if dx is negative, sin x is negative. Okay. Similarly, if dy is greater than 0, that means the value of dy is positive. In that case, sin y value will be plus 1, and if it is negative, if the value of dy is negative, then the value of sin y will be minus 1. Okay. So here we have assigned the values to the sign changing variables sin x and sin y depending upon the sign of dx and dy. Okay. So once we are ready with the values of sin x and sin y, now we start plotting pixels. We set the loop counter at 0, I equal to 0. We put the start point x coordinate in x variable and start point y coordinate in y variable. Now we have combined the logic of slope less than 1 in this green color text, and for slope greater than 1 logic in black color text. Okay. So if dy is less than dx, that means slope less than 1. So if slope is less than 1, then what we have derived, the start point decision parameter for slope less than 1, it says p equal to 2 dy minus dx. So this is also p equal to 2 dy minus dx, but we have attached sin y with dy and sin x with dx. So it says p equal to 2 dy into sin y minus dx into sin x. So initial value of p will be 2 dy into sin y minus dx into sin x. Then loop, put pixel x comma y. Now in this there are two conditions. If p is less than 0 and p is greater than 0. So if p is less than 0, then increment the value of x by 1 and keep y as it is. So here x is equal to x plus sin x. Okay. So if the value of sin x is positive, then 1 is added. If it is negative, that means we have to subtract 1 from the value of x. Okay. So here x is equal to x plus sin x. Y will remain same, and p is equal to p plus 2 dy. It was the p equal to p plus 2 dy is what we have derived, but if you attach sin y with dy, then it becomes p equal to p plus 2 dy into sin y. Then else condition, p is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. So here x is equal to x plus sin x, y is equal to y plus sin y, and p equal to p plus 2 dy into sin y minus 2 dx into sin x. So what the formula we have derived was p equal to pi plus 1 is equal to pi plus 2 dy minus 2 dx. So here it becomes the next value of p will be previous value of p plus 2 dy into sin y minus 2 dx into sin x. I plus plus. Now here loop completes, and for next iteration the value of I becomes value of I will get incremented by 1, and this loop will continue till value of I is less than or equal to dx into sin x. Okay, so this iteration will continue till value of I is less than or equal to dx into sin x. Okay. Okay. Now the else part, that is slope greater than 1. So this else is of this if. This if contains all the slope less than 1 logic, and this else contains the entire slope greater than 1 logic. So if dy is greater than or equal to dx, that means slope is greater than 1. So start point decision parameter is p equal to 2 dx into sin x minus dy into sin y. So here we have seen that the difference between start point decision parameter of slope less than 1 and start point decision parameter of slope greater than 1, you just have to replace dx with dy and dy with dx. So this says 2 dx into sin x minus dy into sin y. So here dy is replaced with dx and dx is replaced with dy, and correspondingly dx is assigned with sin x and dy is assigned with sin y. Then loop, put pixel x and y. Here also there are two conditions. If p is less than 0 and p is greater than 0. So if p is less than 0, then x is equal to x, y is equal to y plus sin y, and p is equal to p plus 2 dx into sin x, exactly opposite to here. So here 2 dy, here 2 dx into sin x. Similarly, p greater than 0, x is equal to x plus sin x, y is equal to y plus sin y, and p is equal to p plus 2 dx into sin x minus 2 dy into sin y, exactly opposite to this formula. P is equal to p plus 2 dy, so here it is 2 dx minus 2 dx minus 2 dy. Okay, I plus plus, increment the value of loop counter, and this loop will continue till value of I is less than or equal to dy into sin y. Okay, so this loop will be in picture when the slope of a line, slope of a given line is less than 1, and this portion will come into the picture when slope of the line is greater than 1. Okay, so hope you understand Bresenham's line generation algorithm for any slope. This algorithm is for any slope. Okay, so it will work for slope greater than 1 as well as for slope less than 1. So hope you understand Bresenham's line generation algorithm.